Good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to read John chapter 17. We're going from verse 6 on to verse 19, and then we'll do our questions at the end. I have manifest thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thine word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee. For I have given unto thee the words which thou hast gavest me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine, and all mine are thine, and all thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I came to thee. Holy Father, keep through thine own name those whom thou hast given me, and that they may be one as we are. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of the perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. And now came I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. And I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even I as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. And thou hast sent me in the world, even so I have also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, in that they also might be sanctified through the truth. We're going to go over our 6 questions. What does it mean that Jesus manifested the Father's name to the disciples? When Jesus said he manifested the Father's name, he meant that he revealed who God truly is, not just in words, but through his life, his love, and his works. The disciples saw in Jesus that the heart of the Father, his mercy, his holiness, his patience, and his truth. Christ didn't just talk about God, he lived in the perfect union with him, showing the Father's character plainly to those who followed him. How does Jesus' prayer show us personal investment in the people he trained? You can hear the deep care in every line of his prayer. He didn't speak as one simply finishing a task, but as one who had poured his ever soul into these men. He reminds the Father that he kept them, taught them, and shared with them everything given to him. This wasn't a passing connection. It was a shepherd's love, protecting his flock and pleading that they would stand firm in the truth he taught them. Why does Jesus ask the Father to protect the disciples instead of removing them from the world? Christ never meant for his followers to hide from the world, but to shine within it. If he had taken them out, their mission to carry the gospel would have ended before it began. He asked the Father to keep them in the world, but guard them from its evil, like a candle that burns bright without being smoldered by the darkness around it. Their trials would refine them, not destroy them, if the Father's hand stayed upon them. Question 4. What does it mean to be sanctified through truth, and how does that process happen? To be sanctified through truth means to be from set apart for God's service by his word. The truth doesn't just inform the mind, it purifies the heart. As we walk with the light of the scripture, God's Spirit works within us, shaping our thoughts, our motives, and our desire to match his will. Sanctification isn't a moment, isn't a it's a lifelong cleansing by the truth that reveals both God's holiness and his constant need for grace. How should believers balance being in the world but not of the world? We live among the world's people, and we're not to live by the world's patterns. Our hearts belong to another kingdom. It's a narrow path to be useful among men without being molded by their ways. The believer walks in daily fellowship with Christ, letting his spirit guard the soul even while hands and feet labor in the world's noise. They are called to influence the world, not intimidate, or not to imitate it. What does this passage reveal about the kind of unity Jesus desires among his followers? The unity Jesus prayed for isn't about uniformity or appearance. It's spiritual and it's holy, born of love and truth. He prayed that his followers would be as he and the Father are one, joined by the same Spirit, guided by the same truth, moved by the same purpose. Such unity isn't man made, it's divine. When believers walk in that kind of love and agreement, the world sees a glimpse of God's glory living in them.